say where you at. I'd rather shoot you in the face before I stab you in the back. I'd rather speak straight and get straight to the stacks. Cause every low
to the Str8 Factz Podcast, where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that, man. And today, this is a different type of show right here today. This is straight. This ain't no interview, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all heard, yeah, it's that time again, you know, the Southern Tea Awards 2024. We're here to talk about it, man. What's good? What's good? It's showtime, huh?
It's showtime. I'm ready. What's up? You ready?
I was ready since last. Look, it came so fast. I was ready since last year.
I know you was ready.
I was ready since last year.
It didn't come fast.
Man, look, it came too fast.
That's what they say.
Hey. Well, look, man, we're going to get straight into it because this is the time when, you know, all the yipping and yapping starting. And so now it's the time. Nominations is open. We announced that. Got a few more days. How do one get nominated? Because everybody be talking about, how they get the nomination, or how they get these nominees. And so how do one get nominated?
Man, that question, oh my God. That's like, okay, so how to get nominated, right? I'm not gonna, okay, I want to say simple, but how to nominate yourself or somebody, right?
Right.
www.southernteaawards.com. Like,
okay. Go to the link. Go to the link.
Click nominate. Or you don't have to vote for every single category.
Right.
Or you can vote for what you want, but you have to submit a valid email address.
Right.
So that's the only way you can validate your vote.
Right.
And you can vote up to 3 times a day.
Right.
You can vote as many times as you want a day, but I'm telling y'all, you can vote only 3 times a day because at the 4th one is gonna spam the votes. You're not even gonna see them, so it's a waste of time.
Right.
3 times a day, you nominate yourself. I say it on every interview because I feel like people need to know how the nomination process works because it's a little different from the voting process, right? So every single person, every single nomination, we will see. Oh goodness, yes. Every single nomination we will see, right? Whether every single nomination is valid is the tricky part, right? So I want to encourage everybody, put yourself in the nomination because if you are the only person that nominates you and somebody else is up for that spot, they could have 10. You got 1. If yours is valid and theirs is not, that is your spot. So
wait, because I understood that. Okay. Let's make sure they understood that.
Okay. So we will see every single nomination, right? Every single nomination, everything that's different, we will see. So if you are the only person that nominates yourself, say you're going for the 5th spot, you're the only person that nominates yourself, we're gonna see your name because it's in the nomination. If somebody, you have that 1 that you put yourself in there, and somebody else has 10, but you're valid for Entrepreneur of the Year and they're not, that's your spot. Don't miss your spot.
Damn, that's easy. That's too easy. So again, y'all, all it takes is 1. All it takes is for you to go in there and nominate yourself and qualify for that spot. That's all it takes, man. You know, nominations are open right now when the nomination is over.
Nominations in on February 15th.
February 15th. So you see this, you still have a few days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go nominate yourself if you know want to be a part of the show. Yeah. Be a nominee, nominate yourself, you know, because we don't want to hear, nobody nominate me. And for the ones that's gonna say, I shouldn't have to nominate myself, just sit this one out. This ain't for you. Just sit it out. This ain't for you. Just sit it out. Don't even, you have no say, like it doesn't, we don't want to hear it. You know,
That's crazy.
Okay.
So the thing with that is that's crazy to me because that's like me saying I don't qualify for something because somebody else didn't put me there. I
Right.
don't for them, I'm gonna do it myself. You know?
Right.
So,
Definitely.
but I mean, to each his own,
Yeah.
something you can do.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Nominations in February 15th.
Yes. So by the time you see this, you'll have 3 days left. That is more than enough time to put you
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
ring.
Yeah. Okay. Um, the date. We have a date yet?
Yes. April 21st is the official date.
April 21st, 2024.
Yes. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you this too. This is exclusive because I never told nobody this. I've been talking a lot about, supporting this at the third of the award show, about the growth of the award show and everything like that. And I always been saying, take advantage of it if you're from the 337 because it's in the backyard, right?
Right.
Take advantage of it if you're from Lafayette because it's in Lafayette, it's in the backyard. But I always say, you never know if it's going to go somewhere else.
Oh.
So this year, we are leaving the city of Lafayette because
Oh. Wait.
yes,
I wasn't ready for that.
we are leaving the city of Lafayette because there is not a venue that can accommodate the capacity for the growth of the worship. So we're not going far, but we are leaving the city. So we're gonna go to Appaloosa's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bam. That's a straight facts. That's a straight facts exclusive right there, man. Ooh. OP.
Exclusive, yes. So it is growing, and I had a lot of offers from different cities offered me venues to take the award show there. So I'm excited about that. I feel like that's big. I feel like Appaloosa's, though, however, is the best move for the award show because one is down the street.
Right.
Some people from the surrounding areas are familiar with Appaloosa. It's right off the highway. It's visibility. And let's be real, everybody go to Appaloosa. You go there for one reason or another, the casino, the club, whatever. And it's down the street or whatever. So it makes it the best move because it was either that or it was Baton Rouge.
Right. Okay.
So
it's still home. It's still home. 337.
It's still home. It's still 337 or whatever. Yeah. That was my goal to keep it there. Or I had, some venues in Lafayette that could accommodate or whatever, but because of some policies and stuff that they have in place, I feel that moving into Appaloosa was the best choice because I don't want nobody messing with my people. Right. Whatever, we go to things or whatever, this is Black excellence at the highest level. And feel that we deserve where we at, we dressed up, we deserve to be recognized, and if somebody goes outside to smoke a cigarette or hookah, whatever, because they can't do it in the building, they shouldn't be harassed. Everybody is dressed up and stuff like that. And I just don't want that. It's 5 years of stain free, it's never been an incident, ever. So I want to keep it, and that's important to me for the security, for the people that have a good time, and just not be harassed in certain things or whatever. That's something that I'm not gonna go for. So that's why I feel like Appaloosa is the best move.
Bam. Ooh, okay. Can we you got the venue?
Yes, Appaloosa Civic Center.
Oh, the Civic Center.
Right off. Yes.
Oh,
right
okay.
Right at plenty parking. If you was there last year, the venue was nice as hell. But there was nowhere to park. Right.
And it's because I was thinking about that too. And again, like that's just the vision I had in my mind, thinking back to last year, just like, okay, take two, let's run it back. Let's see what, because that venue was nice. But now I'm even more.
That venue. I love that venue. And I wanted to go back. I tried to go back, whatever. But I even think like for him that he wasn't expecting it to be as many people as it was.
Right.
Whatever, and even with the capacity, we was over, I'm not gonna lie. Or I mean, he let us slide. We was
Yeah. I'm glad I got that early. Had me a nice parking spot. Okay. So
I left. Look, I left. I live close. I left and I was gone. I counted like 21 minutes. When I left, it was 2 cars.
yeah.
When I came back, I didn't have nowhere to park. I had to be dropped in the back. That was crazy. So I was like, but I'm glad everybody came and this, that, that, a good time, this, that, the third, or whatever. But I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes people want to leave, they should be able to get out.
Yeah.
It was jam packed over there. If you was in there, you stayed until the end because
Yeah.
people was parked. They was literally getting in where they could fit in. So
Yeah.
and nobody wanted to miss the red carpet. The line was crazy.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I have ever talked to that many people in one day, in one small time frame.
the red carpet isn't hitting, man. Nobody wanna miss the red carpet. They want to take pictures back there, so they're going back out there. They want to be interviewed. Like nobody want to miss it. It's a big deal or whatever. So that was another thing too. Whenever I came back and I passed and I seen the line on the red carpet, I was like, that's crazy. So it was like a lot going on or whatever. So as per usual, after every event we learn, we grow. So like I'm like, now we need to have 2 people on the red carpet. We need 2 cameras. We need 2 photographers. We need people on the inside or whatever because you couldn't get inside. I was like, I needed you to get inside. You couldn't get inside.
I'm telling the show, I hear on the luck talking, the show done started, and I still had a few people. And then I remember Lady Kim was the last one. I said, Kim, you the last one I'm doing. The show started. We go and watch the show. And not Kim out and we was gone. But definitely, man, don't miss the red carpet, man. Red carpet, that's I don't even know what word to say.
That's what it's at. The red carpet is
that will set the tone for the show. You come in, you vibe, you meet your peers, you network, you meet people. Definitely. And again, just to say, because I've met some people and worked with people that I met at the awards, got offers, got bookings, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, so it's definitely worth the experience. It's an experience. It's an experience in itself.
I'm glad you say that because, telling people, they be like, oh yeah, let me know when you throw a party. I'm like, oh, we don't throw parties. We throw experiences, events.
Yeah. Now it's an experience. Like you experience it. Like, okay, like just this last weekend, we just had, we had the Grammys. Like, and you see, that's all we seen. And that's an experience. But this is our experience, like for us to celebrate us. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's Black people over there, but it's majority white.
Definitely. Like definitely. And it's like it's a lot of politics. Like this is, like football. This is for us by us. Like
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, people say all the time, like, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated, or whatever. This is where we are celebrated or whatever, not tolerated. Like everybody in, I learned that like regardless of what go on in the background and the static, it's just something that you can't control or whatever. So now we would deal with that. It just it is what it is. Everybody have an opinion and that's okay. I'm cool with that or whatever. But I know that we have achieved excellence on a different level with the Southern Tea Award show because like I tell everybody all the time, the biggest thing everybody says that we can't coexist in large numbers. And this proves that is a lie. Because all these events is stage free. There's never been an incident ever. Like you might hate on the internet, but you can't hate at the award show because it's gonna be visible. If you in the corner, you a hater because everybody is working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody working, and it's something for everybody. If you're an athlete, it's somebody you can meet over there. If you're entertainment, it's somebody you can collaborate, it's somebody that can manage you, it's somebody that can do your paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a student, there's other students there, you know what I'm saying? You gain new fans or whatever. Look, last year, they ended up with some money that wasn't even planned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know who will be in the building. Entrepreneurs, they gain new customers. All the vendors sold out.
Right.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of that or whatever. Like, like why you go, I see a lot of times people go, they go out of town and this, that's what each is on, and everybody got their
Right.
whatever. And this is not being cocky or nothing. This is just being
Yeah.
whatever. I've seen where people go.
Yeah.
And I've seen what they've done, and I've seen where they travel to.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of what we got going on, or whatever, because I've never seen it match. And I say that humble.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like that's what I always tell people, like, it don't matter. Like, I look at it like this. If I call somebody my friend or family and they have something, no matter where it's at, why I can't go? Like, I would spend all this money to go take a trip and a vacation somewhere with people I don't know, like, go spend money on stuff that I won't even. I'll be like, where my money at? What I did with the, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll basically go waste the money. Why can't my people got this dope ass experience over here that ain't gonna cost me as much as this trip, and I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm gonna feel where my money went, and I'm gonna have a great time. Like, it's memories. I'm gonna create memories, real memories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the goal of it. That's the purpose, is to create like opportunities for us.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I feel like anybody who has been there knows, like, there's gonna be somebody that you do not know that's there that can help you get somewhere else. So a lot of times, let's be honest, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
About who you know, definitely.
A lot of times, or whatever, you're in the wrong circle. You're not at the right place at the right time, or whatever. You're doing what you're doing, but you're not doing it on the level you need to be doing it, or you're not doing it where you need to be doing it. And a lot of people get tied up in what other people think, or, pride in this, that, the other. But I tell anybody, like, the biggest disservice you could do to yourself is not put yourself in the running or whatever, because, like, let's be real. I got somebody, I'm not gonna say her name, one of my cousins, she got like 1 million followers literally on social media.
Yeah.
But when she launches products, she don't sell out. You would think she would sell out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she don't sell out or whatever, and it's because she has those people, but and those people, they call them influencers and this, that, the other, or whatever. But I say all the time that the people that follow you for one reason or another, that's like, let's use like Uncle Luck, right? Like, some people, they might follow him for inspection. Other people might follow him for comedy. Other people might follow him for motivational speaking or hosting, whatever.
Right.
But if he's doing something outside of any one of those things, that's not what the people are typically there for. They're there for other things. So if he needs something in retrospect or whatever, he has to influence that audience and say, hey, I need y'all to nominate me for this, and that for the Southern Tea Awards. And then they're gonna move or whatever at the tools he want them to. But as long as it's not being said, they're there for purposes, and that's it. And that's where a lot of people mess up or whatever. And another place is where, I see all the time on social media, somebody might post something, myself included, or whatever, but I'm aware, that, just because somebody supports you on social media, that don't mean they can support you in real life, but I appreciate every share, every post, every tag, whatever I could get, that's fine, because support doesn't always come in a monetary form. And I understand that. But a lot of people get caught up in the world of the internet, and they take it too serious or whatever. They post something, they might get 500 likes or whatever. But out of those 500 people on their own, you might get 30 to 40 people who are going to go above and beyond to support you. Those other people, if you don't tell them, they're not going. And then that's where a lot of the misunderstanding comes in from, because now they're looking at us like, oh, I got all these followers, I got all this, and y'all don't have me on this ballot and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really a People's Choice Award. Now, there are times where the team we go in, we have to validate things, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, no matter what we're pursuing, we all started at a starting mark. So I feel like, who am I to tell you, one, what your worth is, two, where you deserve to be, or whatever, and three, if you can or can't go. If you're working hard, I respect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hard work is always respected, all that. So that's why we put majority of the power in the hands of the people. But you just have to influence, those people, and then you know how they go,
Right. Yeah.
But that's either
Definitely.
here or there. So
Yeah. Definitely. You spoke about vendors. They sold out. How do somebody become a vendor? Any spots open left, or
okay,
what's
so
that?
as of right now, everything is still open for everything, just because nothing has went on sale yet.
Right.
I
Right.
will say this: there will only be 20 tables up for grabs. That's it. Because we're about to experience or whatever. So I need that extra space or whatever to create a wow factor, and I'm gonna take that or whatever because
Yeah.
like I thrive on like, dang, this was last year. So I'm gonna do this time, So
Right. Right.
so that's why we only doing 20 tables. To be a vendor, those spots are still open. To be a sponsor, those spots are still open. And I want to encourage people, current businesses, but especially like new businesses, if you're trying to get your feet wet, if you're trying to create brand visibility, like my background is marketing, that's why everything that we do is on a big scale because I
Right.
believe in brand visibility. At the end of the day, a business owner, whether you have a product or a service, we all want the same thing, and that's new customers.
Right.
So, I'm big on brand visibility. And we're not gonna have step. If you want to be a vendor, I need you to have your tablecloth with your name on it, and this, that, the other. Like people need to know like who you
Yeah.
are.
Right.
You have sponsorships. They start as low as $500. You could do add-ons, this, that, the other. I mean, just ask, what's available on
Right.
it. Because you have to, people do things in their budget and stuff like that. But at a bare minimum, even if you can't be a vendor, you can't be a sponsor, at a bare minimum, get a ticket because we're not gonna be like, oh, you can't pass out your business cards. Oh, you can't
Right.
So at a bare minimum, like do your thing. We're not worrying about
Yeah.
it. I
Just
mean, if
be
you
there.
have the budget and you have something on a bigger scale, then that's where like these things, come in and stuff like that because
Right.
this is the backdrop from last year, and I'm big on continued support, right? Like I'm not like that's why I say we're not like nobody else or whatever. You do something, you pay for something, and it's like, oh, thank you, bring your money again next year, So
Right. Right.
I like this stuff, and this is what I thought of. This is my background, so that's why it was important whenever I do promo for this year to highlight these people who have supported us last year because this stuff costs or whatever. But at the minimum, like everybody walking the red carpet. Let's be honest. If 500 people walk the red carpet and everybody take a photo, or whatever, that's 500 at a minimum. But let's be real, it's gonna be a bunch of selfies. They gonna take
Yeah.
their own photos, take their photos, this, that, the third. And every single picture is gonna have your, you know what I'm saying? In the back.
Right.
So people, so like at least, like 500 pictures stay at least. But let's be honest, each person gonna have a role when they leave.
Right.
So for other people who do business, are they looking for somebody? They might be like, oh, who's that vendor? I didn't get to buy from them. They sold out before I got there. They're gonna go and look for these things,
Right.
They can go and look and they can see all of it. And like we like to highlight everybody, this, that, the third. And I mean, even if something does go away, you know what I'm saying? They can always contact us like, oh, who's the bearded lady to go our way, or what's artist solution? I want to buy a house. Who's Krista Robertson, the realtor? And I mean, we'll provide them contacts. We're not gonna be like, oh no, our show's over. Should have got that from them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we want to touch everything. We want to touch everybody on it. And this is really a place where, like, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Like but there's something for everybody. If you're a teacher, there's an award. If you're a student athlete, there's an award. If you own a business, there's an award. If you're doing stuff on social media, and stuff. And we add new categories with demand.
Okay.
But we're not getting to 40 categories. I'm not doing it. Like, it's becoming a lot. So we narrow in, down and stuff like that as we see it or whatever, because we gotta wrap it up or whatever to 3-4 hours or whatever, because it can run on, So
Yeah.
that's another thing. Yo, last year y'all did good. Everybody was on time.
Yeah.
The doors was open a little bit too early, so everybody was in there. And when I got there, I'm like, oh my God. Like, because everybody was supposed to be in the courtyard. I'm like, what the, but human error, things happen, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, they was on time. Nobody was on color people time. Oh, nothing. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was there. And like that's what, whenever people ask me like, what you like most about, the awards and this, that, the other, like I don't even see a lot of times what be going on until I see the videos. And I'm like, I seen the first promo, and I was like, damn, that's nice. Like,
yeah.
I didn't even, like I felt like all this time I've been doing this, 2023 was the first time I had my moment where I realized like, damn, like I wrote this down, put it together, made a play, and it turned out like this, because this is how I always envisioned it. So I'm like, okay, this is nice, but I never knew. And like some pictures, video I seen, I was like, they was dead, all that happened. So for everybody I didn't see,
Right.
Coming.
Yeah. Now that was that was real dope. Like you said, man, people came and was on time too. That was big. Like
they was on
big.
time.
Like, and you know what I think also that played a part too was like you said, the red carpet. The red carpet was timed. So I think they didn't want to miss the red carpet.
Nobody want to miss the red carpet.
Yeah.
And I missed the red carpet.
Yeah, no, you definitely missed it. you definitely missed it.
And I'm like, I even missed the letters.
You can't miss it just yet.
My favorite part was I wanted those letters so bad. And they kept saying, oh, you gonna push it and we could be over budget. I said, I don't care. I want those letters. So, we don't run a dictatorship. It's a little democracy between me and Lorraine, stuff like that. So she was like, well, can you get STA23 instead of 2023? I'm like, I suppose, So we got that, and when it was setting it up, I'm like, oh, this is nice, but I wanted to catch it at nighttime. Man, by the time I went out there, them letters was gone. Like, they was gone. So I mean, it was selfie on the red carpet. It was nice, but I'm like, damn, I missed the letters. Like, out. I missed the letters. I missed the stuff. I got me a couple of little photos, some videos. I couldn't talk about it in the night. I was. But we had a good time.
Definitely, man. Definitely had a great time. Like I said, man, like I remember, it feel like yesterday. Just from the
that's crazy.
It felt like yesterday, and just from because they don't know my whole experience of getting down there for the awards. Like after I got to the awards and the awards was over, that made everything much better and like worked it. Like, you know what? Like I didn't miss it. Like that was the main thing. I didn't miss it. You know what I'm saying? And I would have been experienced it. I would have been pissed if I would have missed it. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, but
I thought I was going to see somebody to pick you up. It was going down.
Man, that was an experience. Like I said, it was experience. It was experience, and
that was dedication. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Definitely. Like I said, man, if I could go over here and go to a Ride Wave concert in Vegas and I stay in Oakland, why I can't go back home and support my dog, man? Like, just to say, So we got the nominations ending on the 15th. We got the new venue. We know y'all gonna be vendors.
It's gonna be.
So okay, and the same thing with the sponsorships. How do the sponsor and basically how that works?
So for the sponsorship, we have different levels. They start at 500 and they go all the way to $10,000, right?
Okay.
So for sponsorships, it'll be up on our website too, and you can kind of
Yes.
look at that
Right.
information or whatnot.
So you can be a sponsor. You could be a sponsor.
Oh yeah, because you can be a sponsor or whatever. And like, with the sponsor stuff, like I like if people know me, they know like I like to give back. Like whenever I don't one thing about me, I'm a bet on myself and I don't care if I gotta spend everything I got or whatever. That's it. Or whatever. And naturally, anything that I believe in, I'm an advocate for or whatever because it's a real life, I feel like testimonial, but whenever I haven't done it in a long time, but whenever I would do like pop-up shops and things like that for my business, I would always get like, like the tablecloths that match, this, that, the third, and all of that, because people look at that, they like to see like the aesthetics of things or whatever, and that make it more appealing. So for the sponsors, you're investing your money in something or whatever. Like I say, everybody want new clients and stuff like that, but I like to give things back or whatever besides new clients. And when I say things back, I mean like tangible things, like in some of the packages you'll see like you get a banner, right? And some of the packages, the bigger packages, you'll see like you'll get a frame, like thank you and this, that, the other. Some go a little further, you'll actually get like an actual award, a thank you, like that.
Yeah.
And like you get the banners and like the trinkets that you get with it or whatever. If you don't get rid of it all at the award show, like we're not gonna keep it taken with you on to your next project.
Right.
So that's what's important to me or whatever. When I'm spending money, I want to see what I'm getting back for it or whatever. And although we can give back like intangible things, and when I say that, I mean like promotion on the website, promotion on social media, because the page do like a lot of numbers, like it gets series like 70, 80,000 impressions and stuff like that. Like, so although that's good and that highlight the business and the reviews and stuff like that, that's not things that you can touch and take with you. I want people to be able to take, literally take the experience they had at the award show with them. And if they have something next weekend, they can take that and still benefit from the investment that they made or whatever. So that's what's important to me about the sponsors or whatever. And I tell everybody, like, investing yourself is worth it or whatever, because like anybody that spend money with me, I'm gonna do it big. Like it's going because visibility is important, and I feel like if I go somewhere and I invest in some money, when I get there, I want to be welcome. And I also want to see in whatever capacity I paid, I want to see my sponsorship. I want to see my acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying? Where my name at, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I feel like that's important or whatever. So that's what I'm giving back or whatever. And it's strategic or whatever. So I get to rambling because I be excited about it.
Give it to him.
I'll be like, but when I be talking about this, I'll be like,
give it to him, man. What's so I think I only probably missed one. I think that's when the weather was bad. I think we all missed it.
Yeah, the third one. That one was crazy.
Also, what all the shows, what's added? Like any new additions to this show from the previous shows that you never had? For as like, well, we've had the cipher, just to say. Think about bringing that back.
Let me speak on this. Speak on
it.
The cipher is my favorite part of the show. Okay. But in order, like I want to see everybody win. I don't care if I know you or not. If you work hard, I respect the hustle. So that's like, like people who be selling CDs at the store. It's $5 in a little white sleeve, and they right here with the marker. I'm like, listen, gotta get your shit together. Like this may be like the presentation is killing me, but I'm still gonna buy it. I respect the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta, do what we can, hustle what we gotta hustle, whatever, to get to the next level. But I feel like as long as people working and they believing in their brand, that's something that I could respect, But the cipher, people want to do the cipher, they like it, whatever, but they want to do the cipher for free.
Right.
Let me just clear this up. Like, for real. It costs a lot of money to put on the show. Like, somebody asked me, it was like, they cost to put on the show a couple of thousands. I'm like, what's a couple? You mean like 2 or 3 or whatever? Because we bypassed that a long time ago.
Right. A couple is like 2, 3. Yeah. When you say a couple, just a few, couple.
If it was a couple thousands of dollars, I would put it on semi-annual. Okay. No, but I say that because you get what you pay for. So when it comes down to the cipher, we never did the cipher last year. I don't know. I just feel like it didn't have enough traction for the cipher.
Right.
But the cipher, like I said, is my favorite part. But the cipher is an investment. People want to get in on it. They want to get in on it on GP because they know they don't want to pay for it. But like, let's be honest. We don't have an iPhone out shooting a video. You don't have to do it from your house. You don't have to send this and that or whatever. You really have to prepare yourself for that because this is a presentation. One, I'm not gonna let you go out there looking or sounding any kind of way or whatever because you're going on with this. And if I let somebody else do anything else, then I tarnish my reputation, and I'm not doing that. So, it's a production. Like, it's a real crew. They coming out, they shooting the video, they editing, whatever. And also we recorded in a studio,
Right.
I recorded from, you don't have to record it on that or whatever. I'm buying, you know what I'm saying? Or at least whatever, this, that, the third, or whatever. And I want it to grow because it does showcase talent. The last cipher we did was at the previous award show, which was the one before COVID 2019. That cipher had, I'm gonna have to ask Tony because he had pulled it. That
was the one with Jay the Wizard in there?
Yes. That was like 70,000, like it was crazy or whatever. And like whatever Tony spoke on it, Tony don't speak on nothing. You know what I'm saying? So but I say that to say that it's valid. It's also it's not easy to get into it because you really gotta be able to rap. Or some genre we do, because I do want to do it with multiple genres, you know what I'm saying? It's just more popular with the rap or whatever. But like, you really got to be able to step up and get your shine on, because just because you got the money don't necessarily mean that you'll be picked to be in the cipher. Like, you gotta bring it all of it. And what I like about the cipher is it gives these new artists a chance to get their shine on. They might not be on the ballot, new artists or whatever, but they still have another way to gain whatever all these other people who are in here to see who they is, because when they come on, he's saying whatever, he's saying their social media, this, that, the other stuff. You get that chance, to grab a new audience. And a lot of times with the cycle, people like, oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, we don't know who that is or whatever. But I thrive off of finding those new people that the people don't know about and giving them exposure, because they might not, like that go back to what I was saying about social media. Somebody might have a million followers or whatever, but their product or whatever, they never met a demand or they didn't solve a problem, so they can't sell that product or service. But somebody who with talent or whatever, I'm like, I don't care if nobody don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Because I do the cipher for the introduction of that. You know what I'm saying? It's an introduction. And like, I get some people, who repeated this, that, the other, just because they set the tone. But like I was saying, like, these things offer opportunity, like with Jerry's King is like the perfect example. I didn't do people. He had so many nominations that we just had to go see. And at the first award show, I don't know if he did the first cipher, but he did a couple of them.
I think he did do the first cipher.
So he might have did the first and the third. But whenever I'm like, okay, we need somebody to hold the cipher, this, that, the other. He's been investing in growing himself, growing his brand. So I just give him the ring, and I'm like, listen, you want to do the cipher? He like, yeah, you want me to do whatever. I'm like, well, listen, pick the beat. We're gonna pay for the beat. We're gonna do the cipher challenge or whatever. We're gonna do the thing. They're gonna get in the studio, do the production. But now, because you've been investing, you've been consistent, this, that, the third, and like I said, I appreciate anybody that's supporting anything. It only made sense for me to give him the floor for that. It made sense whenever I'm looking for a host for a cipher. I'm like, let me do Jerry's because he's been in multiple ciphers. He know the principles that I stand on. He know how I'm gonna act. He know how I'm gonna act. He know the things I'm gonna say, and he know what I expect. So I can trust him to carry that out in the thing. And also, not only would he be hosting the cipher, putting them in there or whatever, but now whenever we do the production of the video, he can introduce his own brand. So he can brand it however he wants. I mean, it's still gonna be under the Southern Tea umbrella, but it's about opportunity or whatever. Same like you in that sense, like day one. And I'm thinking, and I'm getting a little, but let me forget sometimes, so I try to write stuff down or whatever, but I always try to make a mental note of who and where, they can benefit from and stuff like that. That's what I'm like, and I like to change the narrative of things, right? So red carpet, people always expect a woman on the red carpet. I'm like, you need to put a guy on the red carpet, but who can I put on the red carpet? I'm like, I could put Eazyana on the carpet, I'm like, it makes sense, and nobody expecting that. They're expecting a woman with a little shiny dress, and that's what people see. That's the stereotype of things or whatever. So I like to break the rules, shake up the whatever, do the unexpected. And I got so many compliments on whatever. It's like, Eazyana is so nice. Like, I didn't know he did hosting. He did very well. And even the lady from the venue, she was like, I didn't know, Eazyana. And I'm like, I didn't know you knew Eazyana. So
right. Who I don't even know who she is.
I'm like, her name is Keisha or whatever. I don't know her last name or nothing or whatever, but it was cool, Going Rouge because from the owner, Ryan, Keisha, and I forget the police name. Oh my God. But like I'm big on customer service or whatever. And I ran in and out of there as many times as I needed to. And I was over there and I was working them. I'm telling you, it was like, just go, we'll open it for you. It's good. Call me when you leave. I'll go lock it, this, that, the third. And the customer service was good, right on down to the security or whatever. And I'm big on security because I'm not a outside person like talking about it. And I want everybody, we dressed up and stuff like that or whatever. We could coincide or whatever. But I also, everybody want to feel safe. So the security was cool. It wasn't overbearing. It was just a very, very good experience. Even the sound guys or whatever, like Clark Services, Jacques, man, I love it. He texted me yesterday, like, Destinee, wherever we going, we need to get in there because, I'm like, okay, cool. But like, even they had a good time. Like, they was calling me like, when it's coming on again. Because we went, that was fun. I'm like, okay, so, everybody had a good time. Like I said, I didn't see a lot of stuff.
Right.
But I mean, it was going, it went good. And shout out to Uncle Love because he did that.
Yeah.
Even default, like I'm telling you, because on the awards, I got dementia. I don't know nothing. People like, what's going? That's what I do all day. They already know that's my signature. Everybody on the team, I'm like, and then they just kind of walk off,
Yeah.
Why are we going back through this again? We already done this, So, but it all plays out well. I'm excited, but I'm fourth quarter pressure. Like, while things going on is rolling, everybody running like a chicken with their head cut off and stuff. I'm just sitting down like, they doing too much. And then at the last minute, I'm like, this need to get done, this need to get done, this need to get done. And all before that, Lori is like, so can we get a budget done at 9? You know, so can we get this on this day? Can we plan for this? And I'm like, yeah. And in the back of my mind, well, I'm not going to do that shit on time, you know? But whatever works, you know, because I don't have anxiety. And then, you know, right before it's time to close off the budget, I'm like, oh, that would be nice. Buy that. We need to do it. I was like, okay. And she, you just killed the budget. I'm like, it's okay, you know, but whatever, it is what it is. Because like I said, I believe in the experience. Like I want people to be on there and be like, damn, like, I want to walk in and be like, damn, you know, like, and that happened for me in 23. I walk in, I'm like, damn, this is nice. Although they said that I should get some more staff and some volunteers because it was a lot of manual labor last year. So, you know, just a little behind the scenes.
Yeah. So I was checking out the categories and I seen you got the comedy comedian category, you know. So, you know, is it like any like comedian for like, because you know it's social media and then it's stand-up?
So okay, let me explain it. So I know that like somebody who might do like stand-up comedy and you know live shows and stuff like that,
right,
might be different from somebody who just like tell jokes on social media or whatever. So that's why
do skits first. Do skits. Yeah.
So that's why I did like the Laugh at That award, whatever, kind of like stand-up comedy and stuff like that. Right. And then like the favorite online personality for people who do, you know, the other things or whatever. That way, you know, because some people do both, but some people don't, or whatever. But I wanted to stand-up comics, you know, and whatever, because they don't necessarily go in that online thing because a lot of them, they don't tell jokes.
Right. No, definitely.
You know, so so like that's a new category. Okay. The gospel one is a new category.
Wait, the what? Which one?
The gospel.
Okay.
It was on me like the gospel category, man.
Okay.
We have a new a video, best video, something like that. That's new.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that.
We have a my favorite reader award, which is for the authors, because there's a bunch of Black authors. Like it's a bunch. What else? I got a knockout award too for boxing. I feel like being a parent or whatever of 2 boys, right? I feel like sometimes you know, they just have school and sports and there's nothing else that you know they can do or whatever to deter them from doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And you know, from the very beginning, people are like, we can bring children. I'm like, oh my God. You know, so I'm like, okay, yes, they have to have a ticket. Yes, it's gonna be the same. You know, because that's the big thing, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, no, definitely.
Yes, it's gonna be the same price. Yes, you know, they can come. You know, if you have 10, that's gonna be $600, you know, but I'm just saying, but you know, we prefer not to have the smaller kids because we don't want the disturbances, you know, no shade to the parents. I'm a parent as well. Right. You know, the show gotta go on or whatever, and because it's just like too much going on. But you know, I always say if a kid is accompanied by a parent, then you know, that's fine. But for these students, like these student athletes and stuff like that, I feel like because remember I used to do it in July. Right. So now it's in April. But reason being is because I plan to start giving scholarships to the students, right? So the seniors, and I want or like the juniors that's just doing it, and you know, but I want them to be able to have that award as well as the scholarship prior to graduation. Because I don't know what they need that money for. And I mean, it don't matter to me. I'm about to give back and that's fine. So that's why I wanted to do April because it's new, it's fresh. Everybody want a new year, new meeting, want to be out, they want to do stuff and all that. But I feel like every year, not every year, but every time I go to graduation and I'm watching and I'm hearing like such and such business, a $250 scholarship. Oh, they got, I'm like, we giving scholarships. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I've been saying that. I'm like, next year we giving scholarships. Next time we giving scholarships. And I've been saying that. But
Right.
it was a
Yeah.
time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do the awards again because I just was like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But timing is everything. I got my groove back and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
I feel like that's my contribution to
Yeah.
like and stuff like that, to be giving them something back or whatever, and without the stimulations, like they don't have to, this is for laptop, this, that, the third, whatever, because I feel like with our kids, they make it so hard to be eligible for these scholarships. They
Yeah.
make it, I'm not gonna say impossible or whatever, but I don't feel like it's made for us. So I feel like with this,
Yeah.
we have control over it. And I can say, because I'm a single parent, so I could say I don't have to be like, oh, with the check in the list, these are the qualifying items. I could say, hey, look, $500 here, $1,000 is in your name, whatever, and not look back at it. I don't care what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't care if they buy a tablet for a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Some pillows
Right.
for the dorm room. Or if they go to a trade school or if they want to start a business with it or whatever, I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a gift,
Right.
it's a contribution. So
Right.
that's why that's why I didn't want to give it to the school.
Right.
That's why I wanted to give it myself. It was important for us to give it. So
Yeah.
that they have free reign with it. Because who want money with stimulations on it? That's whack.
Right. Facts. Like who? Right. Right. Let me see if we could get another Str8 Factz exclusive, man.
Oh God.
The host, man. Who you going with the host this year? You don't know yet. Or you got in it? You got do you have a few, people in mind that
I do. I do have a few people in mind.
Yeah.
But this is the thing with this. Everybody, want to get paid, and I respect everybody work. One thing,
Right.
if you know me or if you work with me, you know that I don't compromise with nobody on nothing.
Yeah.
And when I say, I'm not gonna say on nothing. I'm gonna say this: like if I come to you for a service,
Right.
and you tell me it's $500, and I feel like it's worth it, I'm gonna pay it.
Facts.
Whatever. If I don't, then I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Facts.
Or if I don't have it, now I know what it is for next time. But I'm not trying to lowball you. No, people put a time on, stuff, but some people just got talent and it is what it is. So I don't negotiate prices with people because I feel like nobody can tell me what I'm worth. So I don't do that to people.
Facts.
But where the show is concerned and the host is concerned, I feel like the host does play a part, but again, like I said, I feel like the awards is about opportunity.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I would like to have multiple hosts,
Right.
as far as like comedians or hosts, showcasing this, that.
Right.
Let's be honest, it's so much going on in a 4-hour time span. They could be on there a couple times, but the time frame they could be on there might not even pull out to an hour. Nevertheless, everybody deserves to be compensated. But I feel like if I could do such and such in Friends, you know what I'm saying? Then I can add value to the show and I could also showcase, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I want to do if it's within budget, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie, man. Uncle Luck killed it last year, man.
He really did. And listen, like behind the scenes, we had some emergencies, some stuff going on. It was crazy. And like I'm looking and I'm seeing, but I'm not gonna lie, like team team contributions is like really important.
Yeah.
So last year, we had an emergency going on behind the scenes. And I'm like, it's okay, I can handle it, But I left and I went to my house and I didn't say one simple thing like, y'all don't forget to lock the doors until whatever. And when I got there, I'm like, what the fuck, So I'm like, damn, so communication is important.
Right.
A team is important, but I just listen, Lorraine and Denisha
Yeah.
is like walking organizers, literally. I
Yeah.
literally just say what I want and somebody just got it. And then when they ask me about it, I'm like, I don't know, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't
Yeah.
know. But man, we had an emergency going on behind the scene, and like it was crazy. And I'm like, damn, what a list I couldn't find it or whatever. So I'm in the corner by the
Yeah.
people, and I'm texting Uncle like the show sequence as he go, like literally, and he's flowing it, and then before came like, look, what do you need? Whatever you need,
Yeah.
let me know. So a lot of people was willing to help or whatever, and
Yeah.
that's whatever. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm a never not be hands on.
Right.
My
Right.
nervous. I attempted to sit down and watch the show. I
Yeah.
did sit the first year. I watched a lot of it the first year. I sat down, and I ain't sit down since then.
Yeah.
It be temporary,
Yeah.
a
No.
little
Hey,
seatbelt break, and then that's it.
I ain't lying. If they never threw an event, bro, they don't know. Cause I feel the same way. Like with the comedy shows, I've never sat down and watched like and like sat down and then watched the whole show. It's never that.
You know what? But good, promoters
Yeah.
and stuff. And there's no shade to nobody else, but
Right.
good promoters are hands-on. Good promoters believe in customer service, and
Right.
you're not gonna sit down. You're not. And I say
Right.
this anytime. I do one event a year. People are trying to get me to do other stuff. I'm like, baby, this enough.
Thanks.
This enough. I'm not doing nothing else. So for the promoters that outside y'all doing stuff, you doing comedy
Yeah.
shows,
Yeah.
people doing club nights and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of promoters. Man, listen, shout out to y'all because I couldn't like
That's
that.
just
I couldn't imagine putting something together,
yeah.
on a daily or weekly thing. It's too much. Like those people, y'all superheroes. That's too much for me. I can't deal with it.
Yeah. No, that's too. No, it is.
But the domain is there, and people want something to do or whatever. So it's definitely an avenue to grasp. And man, like it's so. I'm looking at the promoters and I'm looking at the events that's going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like I'm so proud of the city, bro. Like, it's so much things to do now, as opposed to there was nothing to do. You can go to rooftop, you can go to shisha. Well, hide and seek. You can go to rooftop, you can go to hide and seek. You can go to this, all those places open, they popping, they doing brunch. You know what I'm saying? And then now they got Lafayette have trendy spaces, is black owned, it's nice as hell.
Right.
Did it in well, they doing day parties at Chips. Like everybody just thinking out the box, and it's actually, and it's refreshing to see all that. Because like I said, every now and then some stuff might happen and stuff happening out of your control order because it's hard,
Yeah, definitely.
And you want to give the best experience, but really you can't control who coming, so at the end of the day, all you have is customer service to sell the next event. So I salute people for that. And even, going towards camera crew, shout out to PJ. It's like, I feel like PJ don't get enough credit. He be working hard. And they got raised bar and girl. I've never been there yet or whatever, but and then they got Tiffany's, so it's popping. Like I said, shout out to P. James because he holding down that market that I feel like for me, it's like best new artist or artist that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we going looking for something, even though I might not make it. When he promoting them names, we looking at who's those people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you go farther down, they got Tiffany's or whatever. Like it's been clubs here and there,
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't withstand the test of time. But I mean, they benefiting, they prospering, and like it's just stuff going on everywhere. Like you used to, you leave your house, you're riding around, nothing going on. Now you see something everywhere,
Yeah.
So
Right.
you got options and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You kind of go to the crowd that please whatever you want to do, So
That's what you want to do.
I don't think I've been out like that outside since Lord, probably the club ring, the plaza bed and them stuff like that.
Yeah.
I be wanting to go to La Bamba because it's close to my house, but my little niece be in La Bamba. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've never been in Alabama, but just from what I see on social media, it's definitely the younger generation go to Alabama for sure.
I gotta be careful where I go because like my oldest son,
yeah.
He's 19, and he like me, he not really think, but like my little niece,
yeah,
they be outside. And I'm like, seeing her stories, I'm like, she at Woodstock, she at La Bamba,
yeah, exactly.
she at ISD, and like she like a copy and paste of her mama. I'm like, girl, like, go get your kids. Like, we can't go nowhere, like
we can't go nowhere.
She even at a rooftop. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Nah, I can't.
We can't go.
And I'm 17 years older than them. Her and my son. So like, she don't call me Aunt Destinee. Like she called me Dad. So I can see her like, hey, Dad. I gotta be careful. I gotta make sure when I step out, she at school because I cannot.
Yeah.
We
gotta go out of town. We gotta step out of town.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the promoters. The promoters is very important too.
Yeah.
As far as people getting booked, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
People to go. The DJs, music being playing and stuff like that. I got a little clique of haters in some clubs or whatever. Shout out to them too. I appreciate y'all. It's promo time. Let's go.
It's almost time, man. It's almost time for y'all to start working.
It's showtime. I got a little gang on them or whatever. At this point, I just want to make amends or whatever because I don't know why they so mad. Dear me, let's communicate or whatever. Let's get money or whatever. But it's definitely promo time. I appreciate y'all.
Promo time, man.
Job, but thank y'all.
Dig, man. April 21st, 2024, Opelousas, Louisiana. Before we get out of here, man, what can we expect, man? What you want to leave the people with before we get out of here? Just whatever.
Okay. So this is what I want to say. I want to say, first of all, thank you to the people who support the Southern Tea Awards. Yeah. I do not take anything for granted. I am humbled. I love y'all, whether I know y'all or not, because if you know me, I love everybody. I want everybody to win, like for real. But if you have supported the Southern Tea Awards, whether you have come, whether you shared a post, whether you tagged us in something, whether you even comment or whatever, I appreciate everything. I take nothing for granted. But the people who have never been to the Southern Tea Awards show, you are missing an experience at a prestigious level. It is only getting better. It's gonna keep getting better. I don't plan on dropping the ball. This is something that I do for real and I'm passionate about or whatever. And I'm proud to say that it's never been about me. Because I come from a musically inclined background, but let's be for real, I don't have no musical talent, like I'm just being for real. But it's been so many times or whatever that we've been discriminated against, left out, or whatever. People steal our talent, they take our culture, they use it as their own, So if you've never been to the Southern Tea Awards, this is something that you need to experience as either a nominee, a presenter, a vendor, a sponsor. There's several ways you can participate or simply as an attendee. And whether you go as far as to be a vendor or a sponsor or not, at a bare minimum, it's a networking experience. So bring your cards, promote yourself. Don't miss the opportunity. And especially if you're new in any industry, this is where you can come meet legitimate people with good intentions who will help you get to the next level. And you never know who you're gonna run into. So come to the award show. I'm promise we're not gonna let you down.
Yeah. There y'all have it, man. Let them know where they can follow the awards at, so they can stay in tune with all the latest updates and things like that, man.
Okay, so all the updates you can go on the SouthernTAwards.com. But we have updates as well on social media, Southern T Magazine and Southern T Awards as well. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, I want to know any and everything. I don't take anything personal. All constructive criticism is welcome. There's several ways to contact us. There's several ways to contact me. info@SouthernTAwards.com. Slide in my DM, slide in my inbox, whatever. Questions, concerns, whatever. Don't take it personal if you get a response or whatever. The thing I tell people is just keep trying. Something might be missing, might slip through the crack, but we don't never, get frustrated or something with questions or comments or whatever, because we want to do better. Public's opinion is definitely welcome. And thank y'all, appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's Str8 Factz, man. That's another episode, man. Yeah, appreciate you for coming on here and
thank you for
sharing,
having me.
you know what I'm saying? Like giving me the exclusives. Like y'all heard it first, man, here on Str8 Factz. So I don't care after this interview, wherever she go and tell y'all, I got the exclusive right here. You understand me? Again, man, the Str8 Factz Podcast, where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that. We out of here.